Hello and welcome. I am the Gaming Trucker, and this is Colony Survival. What is Colony Survival? Well, Colony Survival is an early access game. Yes, another early access game, but that's okay. On a Steam page describes it as a colony sim survival base building game. I'm going to say it's a little bit of a turret defense game as well. And in case you're wondering why you haven't seen it come up in the new release as well, it's not exactly a new release. Colony Survival looks like it posted back in 2017. Looks like the release date, according to the Steam page. Don't let that discourage you, though. It is under active development. In fact, the last update for this game was in December 22. Yeah, just this last December. A major update which changed a lot of the game. Fundamentally changed the game. The whole, upside down, sideways, Anyway, so that's why we're taking a look at it once more time here. Colony Survival. Let's create a new world here. Let's get things moving. Before we go there, settings, video. Just so you can see, I am playing on 4K. I've got my where is it? UI scale bumped up just a little bit because of that. Hopefully you can read everything just fine. But yeah, I've got everything pretty much turned up on high. I actually just let it set itself to as high as it wanted to. And yeah, you can go in here, do a little bit of changing here and there, key mapping, all these normal things. If you wish to change, you can go ahead and do that yourself. This is my second go round of this series. Actually, I am going to I have deleted a video that I put out, the first of a series, because I completely messed up the audio. The game audio was so loud that I couldn't even watch the video myself. I couldn't do it. I just said nope, stop, the sound effects of breaking blocks in the game just deafened my ears. So I did a little bit of messing around here with the audio settings. I went ahead and brought this way down. I also changed a little bit in my recording settings in OBS. Hopefully it won't be so bad, and I should be able to go back in and change it, even if it is not correct. This time I can do that. So new world. Yeah, we're going to start a new world, but I am going to go ahead and load up the same seed as I started with last time, because it was such a great start. Well, I don't know, I didn't get really that far into it. But game name here. No trucking here. There are no trucks in the game, so we're not going to do any trucking here. I'm going to leave the difficulty on normal. None. There's a difficulty called none. All right. No, I like things on normal, where the devs said it should be, or think it should be. And I am not going to check this locked difficulty just in case I decide to bump it up just a little bit, You never know. Could happen. Possibly. Maybe. So we got our world seed there. Hopefully you can read it. I actually tried to read it in my previous video, and I couldn't. It was so dang blurry. As you can see, this is a modable game. These are outdated. The last update kind of outdated everything, I think. And this is, you can play in co-op, though I have not seen anybody do that myself. Right. So let's go back. No, solo play. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I really like these. Oh, wow. Those artistic views. So, basics. Welcome to Colony Survival. Start by finding a good spot for your first colony. Having water and flat fields for farming nearby is recommended. The banner in the center of your colony. Place it by clicking on the ground with your banner tool selected. Press 2 to select it. Banner tool displays a deep shadow wherever monsters will spawn once colonists have been recruited. So, yeah, very, very, very important stuff there. There's several pages of very helpful tips, and I probably will come back to these um, as I progress along here. Place beds to be able to recruit colonists. Press I to open the interface. Drag beds from the stockpile to the hotbar below. With the bed selected, right-click on the ground to place a bed. Open the interface and go to colony page. Press recruit to recruit a colonist. Next, more information. Next, more information. Feel free to pause it and read it yourself if you choose to. I'm not going to read it right this second. Write more information. Back to colony points. And go ahead and leave that so it does show it again. Close. So is this the right seed? Yes. Yes, it is the right seed. Like I said, it was so blurry that I couldn't even read it. So this time around, I will be able to. I'm gonna probably, hopefully, move a little bit faster than I did my first time go around. My first video ended up being about an hour and a half long. I will try not to drag it along so far with you guys. So, nice little inlet here of water. Great big flat area with hills all around us. I think this is a beautiful location. Can't tell which way the sun is going, but I'm going to come back here a little ways. I don't want to be too close to the water. I don't want to be too far away from the water. So we're going to come right back here. I'm up one level. I'm going to go up 2 levels, and right about here, I think, is where I'm going to stop. Line myself up with that inlet, and yeah. Break, and I'm going to place my flag right in there. So like I said, press 2 and then right click, banner placement, start a new colony. Colony name, Gaming Truckish Colony. Yes, that's just fine. Yep, that'll do it. Colony, first time starter kit is used. There we go. It looks a little bit funny, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a good word. Right. So if you are new to Colony Survival, I will do my best to give you some helpful tips to move you along. Like right now, if you press G, it puts a torch in your offhand, and you don't actually get to see it. It doesn't put it right in your face and blind you. That's a good thing. But yeah, G gives you a bit of light if you need it. Breaking these things will put the item into your inventory. If I can remember the right buttons to push here. Oh, I'm still on my banner tool. That's not going to work. That's why it was so dim. Right. So with your banner tool selected, it's going to show you the safe zone and the not safe zone. Safe zone, not safe zone. Get the idea? Right. Moving on. Berry bush. You can collect the berry bush, and it's going to give you a little berry bush sapling. If I open my inventory here with I, come down here, berry seed. Colonists can plant these for easy food. Well, yes, they can, but they don't need your help to do so. You can dispose of that at your leisure, or if you want to put a bush down, it's that easy with a right click, left click to get rid of stuff, or to collect it. There you go. It's real quick and easy to get rid of all these little blocks that are just lying around. Wood and trees. Okay. So collect the bottom one. Nope, the whole tree doesn't go away. What about that one? Nope. But this, if it's the last piece, it's not only going to get rid of that wood block, but also the leaves that are surrounding it. One more. There you go. See? The whole tree is gone. So, if you start up here, get rid of those. Quick and easy tree removal. Nice. All right. So, colonists. As long as you don't have any colonists in your colony, you're not going to see any enemies coming after you. So you don't really have to worry about it in the beginning. And the beginning of the game consists of a lot of this. Breaking blocks. Yes, I'm sorry. That's just the way it is in the beginning of this game. But don't let that put you off. You don't have to do that for very long. once you progress in the game just a little ways, you can have your colonists do it for you. But in the very beginning, yes, like kind of like the Stone Age, you know, we're gonna just using our fists to get rid of stuff. Now, you notice that one did not go away. That's because the leaves are touching this next tree. But if we break that one, as you can see, yes, they did go away. All right, so we do have our light on. What I'm going to do is bring this all the way back to here. Clean this up quite a bit. Give us a little bit of area to play with here. Now, I don't have to do this. I don't recall in the last version of the game if you absolutely needed flat terrain or not. A lot of us did like to just play on level flat terrain to build things on, like farms. One of the first things we're going to develop, if I push C here, it's going to open up our colony window. A lot of useful information. Speaking of useful information, if you look on the very top left corner of the screen, all the way up here, there's the name of your colony, the day that you're in. It's going to change up to 1 day, and once it ticks over to midnight, you got your day and the time, the number of beds you have placed in your current colony. Right now, we don't have any beds placed down. Number of colonists, we have none. We are allowed to recruit up to 100 right now. And the number of people unemployed. All right, all useful information. If we skip to the right top of the screen, we have total meals in our inventory, points, ammunition, and our current threat level. Current threat level is something you always want to keep your eye on. And you don't want to let it get too high too quickly without making sure that you can defend yourself. That can lead to bad things happening. So back up here in the middle. Again, our colony name, a manage job, manage owners, diplomacy, manage jobs. We don't really have any jobs at the moment, so that's kind of pointless. However, some useful information right here on this page is right over here in recruitment. Recruiting the next 10 colonists is free. So our first 10 colonists that we bring into the game will not cost us anything. Colonists require a meal per day and a bed. All right. So if you don't have any beds, well, you can't have any colonists. There are 0 spare beds, and you can recruit 100 colonists. Well, I think I went over that already, but it's right there. Now, you add beds, and that number, that red 0 will go up, letting you know how many spare beds you do have. And there's the recruitment. You can recruit 1, or you can put a number in here saying how many you want to recruit. No, I don't want to recruit 55, but if you had that many beds, you could just type a number in there, hit recruit, and it will. Other options, these are nice little options: recruit to fill all jobs, recruit to fill all beds, and then colony settings, edit colony name, difficulty, and automatic recruit on job placement. Click, unclick. There you go. Now, what I wanted was science. Let's get over here and see what we can see. Excuse me. So the first few sciences that we can do right off the bat, that's going to be a minor. Well, we're not quite there yet. Pottery. Unlocks pottery used to carry things around, and earthenware that can be sold. That is going to be important, but not right at this second. Smelter, well, it would be useful to have miners before we have a smelter. And then wheat farming unlocks the wheat farmer. Wheat will grow in importance as food over time. Now, each of these sciences do have requirements. So this one requires stone tools, planks, and beds. The number you need being on the right and the number you have on the left. So I don't have any stone tools yet, and I cannot craft them myself. We need a colonist to do that for us. All right, so those are the only things we can research at the moment. And when we do finally get things researched, completed ones will be all the way at the very, very, very bottom. Right, stockpile. This is our universal inventory. And I said that accurately. Well, okay, maybe no, I did not. It's not universal. It's not across the entire world. It is for our colony, and perhaps, depending on the changes, our colony here and any outposts, maybe? Possibly. I'm not really sure, because I don't really think I played with outposts, well, at all. But point is, if I open my inventory with I, okay, here's the things that I can craft over here on the left. I can craft a torch. All it requires is a log. I have temperate logs, or taiga logs. Do I have both? Really? I have taigas. Okay. Or tinkerer's table, requiring log temperate and stone rubble. We don't have any stone rubble yet because I haven't broken or dug down and unlocked that quite yet. So here's our beds. We have 12 beds, 3 crates, and 20 torches. We have 20 food. So when we recruit those colonists, the very first thing they're going to do is they're going to eat. Yeah. Again, those saplings, the leaves, and some planks. So I do want to bring everything down to that level, I think. But as I was playing a little bit earlier, or prior to this moment, I did notice, interesting, that when you place down a wheat farm, it doesn't have to be all on flat ground. They do work on different levels. I don't know if that's how the game worked previously, but that's how it works now. So I think that's pretty cool. So the necessity to make absolutely everything level terrain, well, I don't know if that's a carryover from the way the game used to be mandated, or if maybe I just really didn't pay attention previously. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, like the point is the necessity to make the entire region here, all the way down to where I think base level should be, it might not be necessary any longer. So, well, let's get busy. I am not going to worry about digging all of this out at the moment. What I'm going to do is hit 2. Here's the boundary, right? Light area safe, dark area not so safe. Enemies will spawn in the dark area. All right. So one thing we are going to want to do, there we go, is we're going to want to build a perimeter around our little area here. But you have to be careful. This is safe. This is not, right? So if you build a wall around your area, all the way around, it's a square area, and you built it, you know, on the outside because you want as much area in the safe zone as you can possibly get, right? It makes sense, doesn't it? Well, no. Because the enemy, the bad people, the bad things out here can spawn on any block in the dark area. So they can spawn right here and say, oh, hi, I'm going to come and party with you. Right? And we don't really want that. That would not be a fun day. So make sure if you do build a wall that you build it on the inside, not on the outside. Okay? Go ahead and break these. I've got to get my mouse off of that item. And that's as far as I can reach. Let's go ahead and do that and that. So, I do want to build a perimeter wall all the way around. So it's going to be 1 block consumed just by the wall. So we're gonna go in one more. Now, if I press the 1 key, because I have everything set to default, that's gonna go to our little crown all the way on the bottom left of our hotbar. And what the command tool is going to allow you to do is, if I right-click, there's our command tool menu. It's going to allow us to place down an area for a berry farmer to work. Quick and easy food start with this. Requires arable ground. So you cannot put this on stone. You can put it on grass. You can put it on dirt. You just cannot put it on stone. And then also we can create an area for a forester to work. And he's going to do exactly what the tooltip says. Plant and chop trees. Requires an axe and arable ground. Again, grass or dirt will be just fine. But you can't put it on stone. And we have not unlocked the wheat. We have hemp farmer, flax, construction workers, barley, cabbage, chicken, bees, cotton, and dyeing. We will get to all those things in due time. It's already nighttime, man. I swear, the day cycle is so short in this game. That's one thing I wish we could control just a little bit. But anyway, moving on. We are safe from enemies. Our threat level is 0. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to place down some beds. So if I open my inventory again with I, shift left click on these items in my hotbar and they will pop right up there into my inventory. Now I called it a universal inventory earlier. Click on the beds. It will hold on to it. You don't have to click and hold the item. It will automatically hold on to it when you just click on it. And then click again down in your hotbar. I'm also going to grab some of these crates and the torches as well, just to get those down here in my inventory. Now, look, I already have 10 in my hotbar already. So let me go ahead and put those back. Cool. I forgot all about those. Now, back to what I was saying, universal inventory. What I meant was an infinite inventory. Infinite. So you can see down over here, I have the berry seeds, taiga, temperate logs, planks, all these things. These will continuously stack forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever, according to the last update. Hopefully that carried over. And I'm not just waffling on about something that's not true. Oh, but there was one thing there. If you want to get rid of these berry seeds, trash can right there. Saplings, same thing if you want to get rid of them. But it looks like it stays there in the inventory as a item. Okay. So I'll show you exactly what I mean later on when we get like 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 of a certain item, and it only takes up one spot and it just keeps on going. So beds. I'm going to rotate with the R key, face it out, and I'm going to go ahead and put it here, right here. And 10. All right, we have 2 more beds available to us. There is really no reason not to put them down, I suppose. There we go. Now we can recruit up to 12 colonists, but remember, every colonist you hire, press C to open that up again. Every colonist you recruit is going to eat 1 food per day. So the smart thing to do right now is going to be to start with a food producer. Now, for some reason, I like to put the entrance basically straight out from my banner. Now that puts the entrance out towards the water. Now, if we expand our colony as far as I want to, that's not necessarily going to be a good thing, having the entrance out here. I want area to work with, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my entrance probably over here. There's less room to work with over there. So yeah, I'm going to put my entrance to my colony on this side. So the reason I was going on about that is I want to place down, again, command tool, sorry, with the number 1 key. Right click, I'm going to put down a berry farmer. I do, however, want to think ahead a little bit, and a master road or master path in and out of this place. Let me go ahead and open my inventory again and grab these. No, I'm not going to use the planks. I'm going to grab the grass just as a temporary block. So you can see that is a tile there, there, and there. So I want a 3-wide master road in each cardinal direction. So 1, 2, 3. Now here I can start the berry farm. So let me see if I can, there we go. You select what type you want to lay down. Okay. We're doing berry farms. Right click on the ground. 1 by 1 is too small. We can go up to a 10 by 10. You can have, it's going to make a liar out of me. I thought you could make all of them up to, sorry, I thought you could make all of them up to 100 blocks, but apparently not. Not that I wanted to with the berries. The berries, actually, I want to have a 3 by 7. All right, that's going to be a 3 by 7. Then I'm going to come out here. Right on this corner, I'm going to create another one going this direction. Another 3 by 7. Okay. I'm going to leave a gap and go here. Another 3 by 7. And then one out here. That might not be right. Oh. That might not be right. Okay. I left clicked inside that area with my command tool. I'm going to remove it. So we have a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I put one here. And then put one here. What's going to happen is when I recruit that berry farmer, there. Okay, he's going to come out and place berry bushes every other slot starting in the corner. So he's going to put one there, 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 and there. And if we leave it unchecked, what's going to happen is he's just going to wander all around to whatever berry bush he feels like, whenever he feels like it. And then when his pockets are full, he's going to go to the nearest crate. Not chest, crate. I'm going to mess that up over and over and over again, so just be aware. Now, there, 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 and there. Do, 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 do. So, what am I doing here? It's not lining up like I thought it should. I will have to figure this off camera. But essentially what I've done is I've blocked off every place the berry farmer could possibly put down a berry bush. So what I want to do is leave him 2 spots to place down a berry bush. I'm not seeing what I'm looking for here. It's the wrong configuration, I think. So if I were to have a crate here, for instance, well, the berry farmer, I put it there. The berry farmer could stand right here, harvest, 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 and then put everything into the crate. But if there's a berry bush here, right? 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well, yes, I can block off all of them except that one and that one. And he can come over here and work, but he can also come over here and work. You know, I want to leave as little option for this guy as possible, or gal, or woman, or whatever, to move around. I don't want them moving around. I want them to stay at put and be as efficient as possible, but I forget how to place the most efficient farm. So I'm going to place another crate there and just be done with it. Open C, recruit to fill all jobs. And we have colonists. Look at that. There they go. But you know what? I kind of messed that up, didn't I? There you go. There you go. And there, and there, and there, and there. That's better. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So our threat level is still 0. We do have 4 colonists, and they're all going to be harvesting berries. Now, if I were to get that command tool, that's not what I wanted. Right click? There we go. Right click. Right click with the command tool inside the berry farmer area. There's your it's not a command tool, but settings window. Yeah, there we go. Now, the berry farmer will collect berries forever until there's not a berry bush left in the universe. Infinite. Right here, berries. We'll collect them infinitely. And that is a second priority. This is the lowest priority. All the way to the right is the highest priority. I can change that however I want. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. The number 1 priority, as you can see here, is to create the berry meals. And then that's what they actually eat. Okay. That requires 8 berries. So as soon as they have 8 berries and put that in the chest, of course, they're going to bed already. They collect 8 berries, put it in the chest, and as well, no, they collect berries, not 8 berries, but there's 25. So I expect that when these guys come back to work, they're going to come back and start crafting a bunch of these berry meals. The same guys do both of those jobs. All right, so now we have berry farmers working here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're all working just fine. Now we do want a forester, so I'm going to go ahead and use the banner tool to figure out where my line is over here. Put up a little grass totem out here to figure out where that line is. That is on the outside. Okay. Remember, we're going to put that wall here on the inside. So let me move that. And then we can work on the next one in. So where is that wall? That wall is right here. And right here. So this will be the corner of our wall right there. Now we definitely want to get rid of this tree. Okay. So this is going to be the corner of our wall. We don't, at least in the beginning of the game, we do not need to worry about, thought I saw something grow over here. Interesting. We don't have to worry about things crawling under the wall. They don't crawl under things. And they cannot jump over a too high. Keep thinking I'm hearing things. Well, I am hearing things in one sense of the word. All right, so doing this wall the way I am here will be more than sufficient. I could probably get rid of that. Probably. Because if I can't get through there, they cannot get through there. All right. Put that back. And I'm going to go ahead and dig out this grass down here and leave a bunch of floaty walls. Hopefully that doesn't irk you too badly. And yeah, leave it just like that. Now I can go ahead and put those down there, and we're going to hit the command tool. In this corner, we're going to start with a forester, and I'm going to do a 3 wide again, but this time I'm going to go to 33. There we are. Right click to select it, and as soon as we recruit somebody, they're going to come over here and start planting saplings. I'm going to create 2 working areas for these guys. There you go. So now I have 2 areas for the foresters to work. And now if I come over here and click on recruit to fill all jobs, what's going to happen is I'm going to recruit 2 people to work on those forester areas, but I don't want that. So I'm going to come over here to the manage jobs, click on that. Now we have job type, berry farmer and forester. How many I have down? I have 4 berry farms, 2 forest groves, orchards, yeah, jobs available. And red means there are 2 open positions that need to be filled, unfilled positions 2. So I'm going to mark that down to 1. There's 2 total, but I only want 1 of them to be filled. Okay. Now there's all these automatic buttons you can push. You can push set balanced, enable all, disable all, things like that. 0 laborers without a job, enabled jobs 6 of 6, filled jobs 4 of 6. So yeah, that's how you adjust things like that without having to go to each job individually. Close that, open that, and recruit to fill all jobs. If I click that, I should have only recruited, yep, 1 forester. He's going to go over there and start planting trees. All right, open my inventory again. We have 15 meals and 5 berries, so they are crafting meals. Good, 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 good job. Very good job. What's next? What is next? Next thing is to come over here to our science. Right? We need science. No, I don't need science. Not quite yet. Open our inventory again. The first thing we actually need is the Tinkerer's Table. But we need stone rubble for that. So, stone rubble is going to be under the dirt. Under the dirt. Now, I have a bad habit of placing my mine really close to the flag for some reason. There's nothing wrong with that, but I just don't think it should be. So, I will, however, get off of my command tool. Get rid of this tree that's right in line with my flag, and this one as well. There, and there you go. So I am going to keep it in line with the banner. And then we're going to start right here. Oops, don't place things down. I want to dig. All right, so just dig and dig to your heart's content. But be aware that should you go beyond your safe zone, which is right here. So perhaps this was not a good idea, putting it so far back. Perhaps what I should do is have it going one way or the other. I want to have it going that way because my entrance is going to be over there. So we went down a little ways, right? So we're going to have... Oh my gosh. Ah, there's some stone rubble because we finally broke down this first stone position. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and break... Ugh, it takes a lot longer to break the stone than it does the dirt. And I do like to have a 4-high mine shaft. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, is that enough? How much did we actually need? Stone rubble. I think that needs to be in the universal storage. In the stockpile, sorry. There we go. It's in the stockpile now. So if we go back, we can craft that Tinkerer's Table, and we can unlock the miner. Now, it's a good time to unlock the miner, because what he's going to do is he's going to do some of this for us. Right now, we are manually collecting the stone. The miner cannot create the path for you, this mine shaft that I'm creating. However, once we get down low enough, I'm surprised I haven't already reached that position. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. All right, so you see the different shades. It's not because it's in shadow. That is actually a darker stone. That's the level we are looking for. All right, let's go ahead and clear out a little bit more room here, and we're gonna go to the sides and see if we are actually at proper level. I think so. I should be encountering ore deposits. I thought they were right here on this first level. Apparently I'm mistaken. There we go. So the first ore that we have there is copper. And I believe that would be clay. Now, unlike certain other games, you do not actually want to mine these resources by hand. No, I don't mean go get a pickaxe and do it with a pickaxe either. If we, as you or I, as the player, actually harvest that resource, we will destroy it. In a certain other game, that would be a good idea because that's how you collect the ores. Not in this game. In this game, ore positions are infinite as long as you have your workers doing it for you, your miners doing it for you. So I'm going to put a torch down here. And what I'm going to do is place a crate right there. And did I unlock the miner? Science? No. He is done now, though. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the command tool. Left click. Nope, that's not right. We do need the Tinkerer's Station now. Absolutely. What about inventory? The requirements was only 4 rubble. We definitely have more than 4 rubble. So we're good. Of course, the sun is going down as we're coming out of there. But what else is new, right? All right, let me open my inventory. Look over here at my hotbar. You can see I have stone rubble. There's a stack of 50 and then a new stack of 19. So in your personal hotbar, you do have stack limits. But if you put everything in the stockpile, your colony stockpile, that's where your items become infinite. So while you can have things in your hotbar, it's not very efficient to do so. Not unless you're actively using that item. So, Tinkerer's Table, I'm going to go ahead and craft one. I don't think it matters which one of these I use, Taiga or Temperate. All right, just clicking on it automatically crafts one. And we're going to lay this one down. Right here would be fine, I think. Right here. Facing me? Yes. Excellent. Now, I am out of crates, and I cannot craft them. But I right-click on the Tinker Station, and you can see the Tinker Station can craft beds, crates, planks, slings, sling bullets, day slinger, night slinger guards, stone tools, more Tinker's tables, and there's the miner job. All right. So I'm actually going to want to craft another one of these Tinker Stations. Tinkerer's Table, sorry. And I'm going to go ahead and place that here and then put a crate in between the two. What would be even more efficient is if I placed it here, but I'm not worried about that level of efficiency at the moment. So let's go ahead and I can recruit 5 more for free. So let's recruit to fill all jobs. They're going to eat and then they're going to go lay down. It's only 2,300, so they've got a little while before they start their shift. I can take this time to clear out a little bit more of this area. You know, I said that I'm not going to strip mine it, or I'm not going to level it out, rather. I may not level it out, but I do want to get rid of a lot of the trees and the foliage that is in the area, because I want the area for me. All right. Do that, and that, and that. All right, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, not too long before these guys get up and go to work. Good. And there we go. Work on that one and this one here as well. Now, it will be nice to have this wood to use to build things with, but mainly I'm doing it so that I have a clear line of sight around my colony. And that's going to be important because you want to see, well, you want to see your colonists doing their jobs. And more importantly, you want to make sure that the bad guys are not getting in to hurt your colonists. So here is, let me open my inventory, get a different block here. Put these things away and grab some of this grass. This right here is, oops, wrong. There we go. That should be on the inside. Yes, it is. I'm going to have some floaty block, just like that. Okay, so I just have to remember when I'm down here creating a mining area, not to go too far to the left. Because that will, you know, run me into the danger zone, and you have to be very careful about that. All right, these guys are going to work. Look at them go. Look at them go. You guys went all the way over to that crate for something. Okay. I definitely want a crate as soon as possible. Let me go ahead and steal the one from down here and put that by the Tinkers. There we go. Now, right now I do have to jump up and up and up and up every single one of these blocks. There is not an auto step at the moment. There we go. You guys don't have to go all the way over there to the berry bushes to drop off in those crates any longer. However, those guys, I believe, they do have to walk all the way to the banner in order to eat. I could be mistaken, but I think so. All right, so you're making pebbles. I don't really want you making pebbles. I want you to make another crate. Let's take a look at the priority sets in these things. So if we start at the top, priority is not bed or crate or planks. It is slings and bullets, as well as the Night Slinger Guard and stone tools. And then everything else is on the next priority. So they're going to craft 100. Yeah, they're going to craft 100 sling bullets. Right now we have 20. I can see that on the top right corner of the screen. And so I'm glad that I crafted 2 of those guys. Otherwise it would take twice as long. Yeah, simple math. There you go. Right. So, this is point in hand. There is always something for you to do. Always. If you find yourself wandering, meandering without something to do, well, you're not looking very hard. You can always do something in this game. This is not an idle game necessarily. So, what could we do? Well, we can be clearing trees out. We can be planning our, oops, I didn't mean to get rid of that one. Our base. You know, what's going to go where, who's going to do what, that sort of thing. Yeah, it looks like he did come all the way over here to eat, maybe. All right, so Night Slinger Guard position, that's what he's crafting right now. We're still only at 40 out of 100 sling bullets. I'm going to go ahead and deprioritize that. That's not deprioritizing. That's saying I don't want you to craft any. I'm going to deprioritize that at the moment. And I want you guys to build me a crate or 2. I'm probably going to build the beds first. That's going to require planks. All the way down here at the bottom is the miner job. They're going to create a couple tinker's tables. The stone tools is a higher priority. And that's okay. That is okay. And why? What do the stone tools do? Right there on the tooltip, it shows you stone tools are used by many jobs to accelerate crafting 2 times crafting speed, 1,500 seconds of use. Nice, very nice. And then I have 2 left in the stockpile. So these guys, this Tinkerer Station, both of these can function without tools or use stone tools. Okay. Now, what I could have done instead of, they're not going to craft any Dayslinger guards. Instead of deprioritizing here, what I should do is put that back up to high priority and change the limits group of this one table that I'm looking at, and then deprioritize the bullets. Okay. So limits groups, what is that? That is saying you can have up to 5 different layouts of the limits of the station, this specific station. Different stations have different functions, and they should, as far as I know, each have 5 different limits group. Man, I cannot spoke right now. So you can have, let's say you only want that far station to build beds. Well, you can turn everything else to 0. So you're not going to craft any of that. I wouldn't do that really, but you could if you wanted to. So I'm going to make both of these on limits group 2 so that they're not crafting sling bullets until the very end. I don't want any that many beds quite yet. I do want the crates. That is fine. And I only want one more Tinker's Table in my inventory. So when they craft things and they're going to drop it off in the crate, and then the crate, all of these crates are linked to the stockpile of the colony. So no matter where you put the crate, no matter where you put the job, they are all linked to the same stockpile. Right, so we have 40 berry meals, so we're doing very well on our meals there. Temperate logs, planks, we're doing pretty good. Now I'm just waiting for these guys to craft a miner position so that we can get the miner down there to collect those resources. We're going to start getting... There we go. The one on the right is crafting a miner station. So we're going to get copper and clay and stone rubble all being collected down below. There we go. We have our first miner job position. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down here and show you. I don't know. Do we have any crates available? We have 3 crates. All right. So I can show you how I like to do this before we end the episode here. Like I said, I want to keep everything to the right pretty much, because if we keep going over this way, we are going to run into the border. I'm pressing number 2, the banner tool, every time to see when we encounter the edge of our safe zone. Any minute. There it is. Okay, so I definitely want to fill that back in, and I cannot do it with the stone rubble that I just collected. So I'm going to use temperate leaves to fill that back in. Make sure your cursor's on the right hotbar. There we go. That's all that's needed to stop anything from spawning in there. So now we know how far we can go. There we go. We'll mine that out, and then we'll come back here. Come over here this way a little bit, and then we'll mine out the rest of this over here. Now I am holding down the left mouse button to allow him to continuously mine. You want to be sure that your cursor is on the next block that you're going to mine. Otherwise, you have to start the mining process over, or the mining timer over again. Not the end of the world, it just takes more time to do that. Alright, so as you can see, these are randomly placed throughout your levels. The ores are placed on 2 levels in a flat terrain. Or on a flat plane, sorry. And this plane mimics, or follows the terrain on the top, on the top side, on the surface. So if you have a mountain, if you're going up elevations, then the level of ore is going to follow that upwards or downwards if you're going into a valley. And so just be aware of that. That the resources will not stay on a single flat plane. They will follow the surface elevation. All right, so we have ore all the way around that. So I'm going to put one there. We have what? 1, 2, 3. That's going to be good enough to get moving on with. So I'm going to rotate this around like that. And I'm going to notice there's no resource here. What's the point of doing that? This, that's the miner position, by the way. That will allow a miner to come down here and just mine stone rubble for us. And we need the stone rubble. If I open my inventory here and put that stuff away, we need that so that we can craft the bullets for the slings. So we definitely want to have one of those positions available. Now, the next sciences available to us is going to be wheat, the smelter, and pottery. We can go ahead and do the smelter right now. That requires stone tools times 3 and planks times 10. We can go ahead and unlock that, and it's not going to be any penalty as far as threat level. The merchant's hub, though, that just unlocked. Now that, if I click on it, you'll see right here, increases monster threat by 10. So that right there is going to guarantee that we have monsters coming after us. So we don't want to unlock that until we have an adequate defense, enough night slingers to defend our colony. But that is going to be next episode, because we are out of time for this one. We did get a bit done, a lot of talking, a lot of explaining for those who are new to colony survival. I'm waiting basically for my guys on top to make more miner jobs. And as soon as they do, I'm going to place a miner job on the copper and maybe put another crate over here and eventually put all 3 around that. And maybe here to get both of those. And yeah, this is all for the future. I don't need this many in the beginning of the game. And I haven't even recruited the one colonist to mine that stone. So we'll go ahead and recruit to fill all jobs. We'll get that guy. And we can recruit 2 more for free. Excellent. So he's going to go down in the mine and do some mining. And yeah, our people are just enjoying the fresh air while they can before me, the Emperor, the Supreme Commander of this colony, decides, okay, you guys need to be in a cramped building when you sleep. So that is one of the things to come in the future. All right. Logs. What is that position called? A splitting stump. That's right. They're gonna. The splitting stump we'll get those and the furnace people up in the next episode, because like I said, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you so much for following along. If you happen to make it this far, congratulations. Well done. Yeah, this is Colony Survival Episode 1 of what's hopefully a very long series. I want to try to get through all of the Steam achievements before I end this series. If anyone has any comments, tips, tricks, or suggestions they'd like to offer, I would be more than happy to read those in the comments section below. If you just want to say hello, that's more than welcome as well. If you have any criticisms, you know what? That's okay. You can leave those down below too. Thank you for watching. Gaming Trucker signing off. Bye-bye.